Now I wish I had videoed him in the barn yanking me around because he was so perfect when we came out here. All right, a little different video today than what we normally put out there, but in transparency, I want people to see all kinds of training that we do. So yes, I do lots of positive reinforcement training, lots of cookies and rewards, and lots of games, but sometimes it looks a little bit different. So this is a horse that was sold to a client as a gypsy cross. Maybe he is, I don't know, but he was a lot smaller and now he's huge and he's still very, very young. So he's probably getting bigger. So we tried to trim him today in the barn and he just could not quite make it. Every time I would pick a front foot up, he would stand there a second and then he would start leaning back to pull his foot away. What I got from it was that he was not fearful. He wasn't scared of anything I was doing. I checked everything out. I can't find any pain or anything anywhere, any sensitivity. And so what we did is we came out and we put a rope around one of his legs and we got some leverage so that he can't, he's so big and so strong, he can just lean against me and pull his foot away and I can't do anything about it because
Ache is my weakness, along with speed and strength.
I'm just nowhere near as strong as him. And even if I was, I don't like working all that hard. So what we did is we did it with the rope and we got a little bit of leverage on him. He pulled on me one time and then he didn't pull at all for the rest of the trim on that foot. What I did is I just looped it around his front leg and I tied a knot in it. This is just a rope that they had here. Ideally, we'd have a nice soft cotton rope, but we don't. I put a knot in it so that it can't get too tight. It stops before it gets too tight. And then I just looped it over his back and under his belly so I can hold the rope. I didn't have to tie it or anything up on him. I just held the rope. And when he pulled against me, I just had just enough leverage that he couldn't get away. So like I said, once we took this approach, he only pulled on me one time, and then he let us trim him, no fight, no resistance at all. So I think it was just an inconvenience for him to stand on 3 legs, and it was much easier for him to just pull the foot away from me and then have all 4 feet back. So you can still use positive reinforcement with this. You can still give them positive reinforcement when they do the right thing. But the leverage of using a rope like this can sometimes just be a lifesaver. And sometimes people are worried about this. They'll contact us and say, oh, a farrier tried to use ropes on my horse or my donkeys, and they don't want their animal to be traumatized. And sometimes, honestly, the humans are a bit traumatized by it. But the animal in this situation was not traumatized. And if you know what you're doing with this, you can do this really, really well, and it can be very helpful. When we go back and trim him again, I think he'll be better. I think what happened in this situation is he just got used to pulling people around, and then the leverage, when we showed him we had leverage, he stopped all of that. He's a very good boy, and he's very smart, and he stopped all that resistance.